back to my channel. My name is Oluwatosin. Today I'll be sharing with you some of my experiences, my challenges during my pregnancy. Yeah. So as we all know, we have 3 stages of pregnancy: the first, the second, and the third trimester. So I'm going to be sharing with you my experiences. The first stage, let me just say, at the first stage, it wasn't smooth. It wasn't smooth. It was challenging for me. I had vomiting, nausea, vomiting. I don't want to call it the medical term. I had nausea, a lot of nausea and vomiting, which is much more common among women during their early stages of their pregnancy. But mine was a bit tough. Yeah, very, very tough. And I thank God for everything, for how it all went. But the things that I actually did, the things I did consciously to help me ease off the vomiting and the pregnancy is sometimes I chew gum, which we all know. Sometimes and somebody actually told me about carrots, chewing carrot or eating carrot, or just like having a little bite in my mouth, which I tried, and it really worked for me. Yeah, and it really worked for me, and I have that person to thank anyway. And during that period as well, I eat a lot of peppery food. Yes, those that know me knows that very well. I eat a lot of peppery food, and it was so challenging. You know, when you after eating, imagine your mouth is really, really hurting you and all that. So, and it's really helped. And again, another thing I did was to chew gum, lick sweets, the one with mint. You know, all those sweets and gums that are with mint and all that, and it's really, really worked for me. Another thing is that stage is yeah, I'll tell you something. So something happened. Apart from, I want to talk in terms of the spiritual aspects of every stage of the pregnancy now. So something happened then. I woke up, I was having little stomach cramp, because the early stage, there's so many things that happen. So many hormones are kicking in during the first stage. Throughout the pregnancy, so many hormones are at work. But at the beginning, so many hormones are kicking in, and things are bound to happen. So at the beginning, I was having so many experiences with the hormones. They were working all at the same time. And you know, and during the first stage, that's when the fertilized egg will move down into the uterus. The uterus is the womb. So it will move down into the uterus and attach to the wall of the uterus. So during the attachment, so many things can happen. There can be the slight bleeding, not bleeding, like slight bleeding. There can be stomach cramp and all that. So I was having stomach cramp, and I woke up to this doctor. And the reason why I had to meet the doctor is not because I don't understand what was happening, but because the stomach cramp is now taking days. So I woke up to her and I explained to her what was actually happening, and she was like, her response to me was like, okay, she said, the first trimester of the pregnancy is not actually counted as being pregnant. Yeah, I was actually shocked myself. I was shocked. And I said, why? She said because the pregnancy might stay, and one might lose the pregnancy, or the baby might decide to stay, or one might carry the pregnancy. So she cannot actually say that I am pregnant. And then I was 3 weeks into the pregnancy. So, and immediately she said that fear just set in. You know what I mean? And immediately the fear set in, I started contemplating on her phrase, the way she said the word, and I was so bothered. And thank God for the Holy Spirit, and the Holy Spirit just ministered to me. Why are you allowing fear to creep in? So the reason why I'm saying this is just that we have to be spiritually conscious at every stages of our lives. We have to be spiritually conscious, and during this pregnancy, that was one of the things that really helped me. So what I did about that was that I started confessing the word of God. I actually have a list of the word of God that I confessed during my pregnancy, and I'm going to be sharing it with you. So there's some that I confessed through the first stage, second stage, and the third, and there's some that throughout the period I confessed. So I'm going to be sharing some with you now. So one of the things I did, it's not even one, spiritually, you have to cast out all fears. Immediately the doctor mentioned that to me, and fear creeps in, and I started meditating on so many things that can go wrong. Immediately the Holy Spirit just laid to my heart that why don't you just send out this spirit of fear. Why are you allowing the spirit of fear to creep into your life? So immediately I started declaring the word of God, that I'm far from all oppression and fear does not come near me. I am far from all oppression, fear does not come near me. That's Isaiah 54 verse 14. So I started declaring it, and it really helped me. And before I know it, all fear would just disappear. And apart from that, I started hiding myself. I hid myself. I am hidden with Christ in God. I hide this baby with Christ in God. I will carry this baby to term. I will not miscarry this baby. I started declaring all those words, the word of God. I'm like a tree planted by the riverside. I bear my fruit in due season. My leaf does not wither. Everything I do, I prosper. I prosper in all I do. I carry this baby to term. I give birth to this baby easily. I have safe delivery, and I rear this. I'm going to look after this child and nurture this child. I'm going to nurture this child according to the will of God. As I declaring everything. From the beginning, from the first trimester, I started declaring that the delivery day will be easier for me, because I'm like a tree, bear my fruit in due season. This baby I will carry to term. That is the due season for the baby to come out, and I'm going to carry this baby to term. So, and it really went a long way for me. Up till now, I still declare the word of God on my children. I declare the word of God on my life, my marriage, my husband, and all that. So the lesson I'm trying to let you know from this is just that whenever people come around you, people will come and say all sorts of things. Even while you are in your third trimester, you discuss a lot of things about pregnancy with people, and they will tell you all sorts of things. Don't take in everything and start allowing fear to creep in. If you allow fear to creep in, everything, it will ruin everything. It will ruin so many things. You will be fearful, and fear can cause so many things. Can make you destabilize. Fear can make you to have negative thoughts. So that was one of the things that I did. And sometimes when I'm going to work, because of the kind of job that I do, I declare the word of God before going into my workplace. Immediately I step at the door, I start declaring the word of God. I start speaking in tongues. Immediately I set the atmosphere. Immediately before starting my work, I set the atmosphere right. I pray and I said everything align and work for my favor today. Today there shall be no accident, there shall be no incident, nothing will harm me and my baby. I started declaring the word of God. I started, like, you know what I mean? I started declaring, I started setting the atmosphere right. And the major Bible passage that I used was Psalm 91. I always use that passage so much. I use Psalm 91 all through, that the Lord has sent his angel to take charge over me, lest I dash my foot against any stone. So that it depends on the what is it called? It depends on how you want to use the Bible verse, or how you want to use that Bible passage. For me, lest I dash my foot against any stone is lest I encounter any accident at work. The Lord is going to send his angel to take charge over me today, and this baby, I will not have any incidents. So many things were going on at my workplace at that time. I'm not going to be discussing that. So those are the Bible verses that I used, and it's really worked for me. I set out the atmosphere immediately, and immediately anything happening around me, I was less bothered. Like I was not, it's not as if I was not bothered about the incident happening, but I was not thinking that it is going to affect me. I already set out the atmosphere that nothing will harm me. Even when people say, oh, don't go there, you know this, I might not go there, but sometimes I've already gone inside and do so many things before I realize that, oh, so thing is really happening there. I shouldn't have gone inside. But because I have set the atmosphere right already from the beginning, God has set the atmosphere is already conducive for me and the baby. So I believe nothing. Instead of harming the baby or harming me, what it does is to give us immunity. That is it. Immunize us. Myself and my baby. You see that I'm smiling because I know how powerful the word of God is. So, and it was really helpful for me. And the second trimester was helpful as well. The second trimester, I make sure I attended all my appointments, and one of the things that I was so intentional about was my iron level. Here in the UK, when you go for your appointment, you do some blood works. And if you have any issue with your iron level, what they do is they'll give you a call and they give you prescription for iron tablets, and you use and you start using it, and which will build up the iron level gradually. So for me, what I did was immediately, or let's say 2 or 3 days after the blood test, I call them. If I don't see them call me, I still want to know the reading of my iron, my iron level. I want to know, okay, what is the reading, what is going on. If there's anything, that's fine. If there's something, what I need to do immediately. So at some point in time, I had to use some iron tablets. And the thing is, sometimes you say you are using that. Some people are using it 2 times a day, 3 times a day, some once in a day. Mine was once in a day. And that once in a day, sometimes you use it and the next time you do another blood test, it's still not like, there's no significant change in the level of your iron level. So you are so, one can be bothered. But what I did was, because it's my line of because I'm a nurse and I know what I can do. But however, I still listen to my midwife, which is very, very important. Listening. So I listened to my midwife. What she told me is, "Oh, do you want to try some vitamin C?" Blah blah blah. So I said, okay. I already know. And what I did was to get orange juice and I use it with my iron tablets. What vitamin C does is just to help to quicken the absorption of iron into your blood system. So, and that is it. And that was what I did, and it really helped. It really went a long way. It helped me. And that is it about the iron test. So towards the 3rd trimester, or at the 3rd trimester, I had another test, glucose tolerance test. They do it here in the UK just to detect any form of just to detect things. I don't want to go into much details. So basically, what glucose tolerance test is just to know how much you can tolerate glucose. And I did that, and everything went well. And another thing I did that was so intentional about was my scan. So during the scan, they measure so many things. Don't just lie down there and be looking. You have to ask questions. I ask questions, guys. So I make sure I ask questions. They measure the size of the liver, size of the kidney. They check the water around, the fluid around the baby. They check if it is too much or if it is smaller than usual, and all those things. I ask questions. Okay, how is this? What is going on with this? And all that. And the answer, the thing with here is, there's no questions. There's no amount of questions you ask that they will not answer you. They might some things. There are some things that they might not tell you straight up, but they will still find a way to answer your questions. So I asked a lot of questions about everything going on with my baby, and they told me that everything is fine, and I was fine because I already know that everything will be fine, because we've been declaring the word of God, and we are so, I was so certain that there will not be anything, even up to when I had my baby, even up to when I was in labor. I was in my friend's house. I could remember. I'm going to gist you next video. I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you the story of my labor story and the delivery story. I'm going to tell you everything that happened. So the reason why I crept into that was just to let you know how peaceful everything was for me. I already know that, okay, there can be pain, yeah, but I was peaceful that everything is going to go down peacefully. There will not be there won't be any issues. There will not be any emergency concerning my pregnancy, concerning my baby, concerning me. So, and it's really went a long way, and I thank God for how everything turned out. So that was what I did the third trimester. I made sure that I always declare the word of God from the beginning till the end. Sometimes I'm at home, I just lay my hand on my belly, my pregnancy, and I declare the word of God, and I speak life into it. Sometimes I don't even know what to pray about. I just speak in tongues. I speak in tongues, and I set the atmosphere right for the arrival of the baby, and for the future of the baby, and for your own future too, and for your marriage, for so many things. So those are the things that I did right, and I hope you've learned 1 or 2 things in this video. One of the things that I did right was to make sure that I do not allow fear to come in. That's number 1. I make sure that I set the atmosphere right. I make sure that spiritually I set the atmosphere right, and not everything that everybody tells you happen to them that will happen to you, or not everything everybody tells you that this thing usually happen that will happen to you. Don't allow fear to creep in. And I attended all mine. And the second thing is I attended all my appointments with my midwife to know my iron level, and also my appointment with the doctors, my scan appointments, and I asked questions during the scan. And also I had an appointment with the midwife again for glucose tolerance test, and I asked questions and I asked for the results thereafter and all that. And for the third trimester, where the baby is like descending gradually, I was careful about lifting. That's another thing I forgot to think, and I was looking forward to having my baby, and everything went on fine with me. So I'm going to be sharing with you my labor and delivery story in my next video. Thank you for staying tuned to this channel. I hope you've learned one or two things on this channel. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. Please subscribe to this channel. And you can share this video with your friend. I will share with a friend and share with a friend and share and continue to share. And click the like button if you like this video. Thank you for staying tuned. Take care. See you later. Bye.